What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm extremely disappointed in what I saw today out of the Michigan defense. And, well, the Michigan team in whole, really. 62-39, Ohio State. Very easily could have been 70 points. I'm surprised Urban Meyer didn't tell him to go for it, to throw 70 points up there on the board. Where do I even begin here, really? Karan Higdon learned a hard lesson today. Very, very hard lesson. You do not, especially in this game, the Michigan-Ohio State game, you do not guarantee a win against your rival. Because this is what happens right here. I'm sure they put it on a billboard material or had the video running over and over and over again about Higdon getting up onto the podium and saying, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, yeah, I'll go out on a limb and guarantee a victory over Ohio State. You just don't do that. And regardless whether he was roped into saying it or not, you know that's a baited question. I don't understand why he felt the need to answer it. I would have went, if it were me up there, I'd have went, I'm not answering that question. That's a baited question for billboard material for Ohio State. I would have just said, and that would have been my answer back to him. Unfortunately, he learned a hard lesson today about why you don't guarantee a victory against Michigan. Now, coming into the game, coming into halftime, I thought, okay, we're only down by 5. I thought this game was going to be a much better game. I thought, well, we're only going in by 5. The Michigan defense doesn't look that great. And then the wheels came off onto the third quarter. They scored 17 unanswered points in the third quarter. And the fourth quarter was kind of more of the same. But Michigan kind of went tied for tied with them there for a little bit. But it was the 17-point third quarter, unanswered points in the third quarter, did the Wolverines in. Jim Harbaugh, I will say this, Jim Harbaugh cannot, when these big games come up, Jim Harbaugh can't deliver. He can't put his money where his mouth is here. That's why he was put in as the Michigan coach, to win these type of games. And now we're going to go into a bowl game, probably the Outback Bowl, and we're going to probably play someone decent. I can't say that he's even going to win that game either. It's just the kind of coach that he is. He can win against the Wisconsins. He can win against the Michigan States, even though even that's kind of questionable. He can win against the Indianas, all those teams. But when it comes to Ohio State, he just can't deliver. Urban Meyer's had his number. I don't think whatever kind of game plan they put in place didn't work. The players seem to be out of position to the entire game. They could never get the upper hand and never go and get the lead. And I wish they would have taken the lead to kind of put a little bit of pressure on Ohio State to kind of do something. And that never came to fruition for Michigan. Especially in the second half, the wheels just fell off in the second half. Michigan has had trouble with mobile quarterbacks. It doesn't even way back. I started watching them back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Anytime a mobile quarterback was in the game, Michigan has always had trouble with mobile quarterbacks. Even especially in their 97 national championship season. They had trouble there too. Patterson didn't look good. I don't know how Bush's leg is. I seen he went out of the game. I didn't see him back. Gentry was injured. Goodness, who else is injured? Their defensive end, I can't remember his name, the guy with the long hair. I'm just kind of really extremely disappointed in the team right now to really even think of anyone's name. But the whole entire team kind of laid an egg today, and I'll be somewhat kind as laid an egg, and to say that the team just looked out of position and they didn't look hungry to go into Ohio State and to get a win. It kind of felt like, I kind of wanted to say they kind of felt like being the team that thought they were going to roll into, Ohio State and Columbus and to get a win out of there. That's kind of how they acted, especially in the second half. Yeah, and the triple threat quarterback is always going to be kind of a nuisance to a Michigan team, probably any team for that matter. It really disappoints me as Michigan had the road to the national championship playoff in their grasp, and they let it slip away. And a division championship at that. But now that's another season again of no championship or anything like that. I don't know what other Michigan fans even think. I think that Jim Harbaugh just hasn't delivered, especially in the big games. Now, is it to the point of him losing his job over? I don't think so. But to other people, maybe it is. Maybe the Ohio State game is the game, and they could lose every other game but win against Ohio State, and everything would be rosy. I don't think, as stupid as that sounds, I don't think that's the way either. But it seems like when Jim Harbaugh comes into these games that matter, he just can't seem to deliver. At least that's how it looks to me. Especially in the Ohio State series, he has not won. Urban Meyer's had his ass the last, 4 or 5 years now. I know some people think that Jim Harbaugh can do no wrong. I'm just off that bandwagon. I am off that bandwagon. The coaching staff today and the players, and even all the way down to the Waterboy today, especially in the second half, get the blame for me today. I thought it was going to be a much closer game than what it was. I'm just surprised Urban Meyer just didn't say at the very end of the game, let's put 70 points on these guys and, kind of embarrass them even more so than what we even have already done already. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm sure you guys will. I'm extremely disappointed today. I thought I was going to be celebrating a win over Ohio State in our first division championship and our first trip to the Big Ten championship game, and that just didn't happen today. I haven't watched any of the post-game stuff, what Harbaugh said, or what any of the players said or whatnot. It may be a follow-up video coming to kind of see what he says. And if he comes off as kind of blows it off, I'm probably going to blow my top. Let's put it that way. But guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. All right, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Another year, no championship, guys. Take care.